Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Steel City Commuters Podcast. I am Austin Carnes, joined here alongside Nicholas Brown. And Nick, we are finally back here at Point Park University in the Media Hub for our first of 2 episodes this week. We got a bonus episode of Steel City this week, and now we're with our special guest,
Yes.
and we have another one here today. But before we get into all that and all of our announcements that we have, how's life been treating you end of the semester?
4 days, if I counted correctly. We're in the home stretch, and I said on TikTok this week it's the longest stretch. I'm just ready to be done. I am so over it. Time is going so slowly. I'm just ready for noon on Tuesday, the 22nd, because I'm going to be running out here with so much joy that summer will begin.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same. I'm still going to be working and doing classes over the summer, so I really don't get much of a break. But that's okay. It's okay.
That's okay. We're still going to have a lot of Steel City this summer. A lot. And when we say a lot, we mean a bunch.
Oh, yeah. A lot of guests coming on.
In the Media Hub. Not remote, all that stuff.
I mean, some weeks we might have to, but yeah.
Who does remote nowadays?
Yeah, who does remote now?
Oh, this podcast.
Yeah, this podcast.
This
About
podcast is
half our
remote.
damn episodes. What do you mean?
Well, because a lot of it, we had issues. Couldn't get the Media Hub.
Yep.
I wanted just to go home. I didn't even want to stay. We decided to do an episode at 8 o'clock at night.
I think we did one at 9 one time, too.
I think we did too. But
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
I'm
just, being back in the Media Hub, being together really shapes it all because we don't have a time limit. Zoom kicks us off after 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't get to see your reactions in person because every time I say something, your reaction is what makes the episode.
What you mean?
What you mean? What I mean?
What do you mean? My reaction?
Just your reaction when I say something, and you
I had that look.
you have that look. You give me the Austin Carnes look.
Oh, goodness. Well, is that a new thing now? The Austin Carnes look?
Yes, it is.
I just look a certain way whenever
You
you
do.
say something.
You
You
do.
say a lot of blasphemy over there, so it's kind of hard.
I don't think I
It's
say
kind of hard
blasphemy.
not to look at you a certain
No,
way.
I don't say blasphemy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Weren't you the same guy that said George Pickens was the best receiver in the NFL last year? My thoughts exactly.
Did I? I don't remember.
I got the text messages.
Shit. Shit. Are you sure you didn't delete them? I think Facebook deletes messages after 30 days.
Oh, I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
But you know what I mean. I think the viewers and our special guest tomorrow would know what I mean when you give the Austin Carnes look. I think people can pick up on it. I've surely picked up on it after the second episode, maybe
Yeah.
the first.
I was kind of having it like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you do it on every podcast.
Oh, yeah, I do.
You do it on Two Jagoffs for sure. I've really could pull some moments. You've done it in some interviews with some guests on Two Jagoffs previously.
Well, yeah, just because they're guests, they still say some blasphemy sometimes.
Well, yeah, but you give the Austin Carnes look, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed it.
I just had my guy Matt Palangi on.
And you gave him the Austin Carnes look.
Well, yeah, he tried saying LeBron is the best of all time. It's obviously Michael Jordan. Obviously.
Right. Come on, Matt. Come on, Steel City. We'd love to debate that topic and much more. But
He's a Cowboys fan, too. You would get along with him great.
well, I don't necessarily want to say that the Cowboy. Yes, I'm a Cowboys fan, but that doesn't give me the right to say, hey, they're going to win the Super Bowl. They're going to go far. Matt probably thinks that. I don't want to speak for Matt, but
No, he at least understands that they suck.
does he understand that? Okay, well,
He
then
thinks they're a playoff contending team,
Well, Matt-
possibly a division winner, which I think is blasphemy.
Well, Matt, I have some news for you. That definitely is not going to happen in the near term, especially with who they have as QB, who their owner is, who their GM is, who their players are. Come on, Matt. Let's get with reality. I'm just targeting Matt. Sorry, Matt, but
Well, hey, it's okay. I targeted Mike McCarthy and told him to go work at Moe's one
True.
time, so it's okay.
and you've targeted me before.
I'm not targeted. You stop it.
You've targeted Lucas. You've targeted Matt. You've targeted a lot of people.
Well, most of them were warranted. Let's be honest.
Warranted.
Yeah.
I'm not warranted.
Oh, yeah, it was.
No.
Mister, I didn't take good enough care of me in New York.
Oh, yeah, okay. I surely did. I was babysitting 90% of the time.
Prove it. What did you have to do?
Make sure you didn't get lost in Whole Foods.
I did not get lost in Whole Foods. I was perfectly there.
Oh, you were lost. We can ask Kyla. We can ask Louisville.
Oh, yeah, Louisville. I just saw them yesterday at Sideline.
Should have asked him.
Oh, Louisville?
Yes.
Get Louisville on the podcast already. We'll put like a big Louisville logo right here.
We can fill the podcasting room.
Yeah, bring them all in here. Bring Slides in.
Yeah.
Bring, what was her nickname again? Oh, what was it? It was Slides, Bingo, Beer, Louisville. Damn it, what was the other one? Plate? No. What was Cass's name?
I don't know.
Wheels.
Wheels.
Wheels. It was Wheels. Why did we call her Wheels?
Yeah. Like, I'm going to remember. The only thing I remember from the New York trip was you yapping on the bus the whole time.
I was not
No,
yapping.
I'm kidding. We had a lot of good moments. The only time I think I remember the air mattress. I think that's the highlight of the trip.
Shout out to Kevin for the air mattress.
In the corner, deflated in the middle of the night, how cold the room was. Those are some of the highlights I remember.
Yeah, and you and Louisville got to sleep up on the big beds. I'm down there on the floor.
I just gave you the Nick Brown look if you want that.
Oh, there's the Nick Brown look.
Yeah.
They gave the Austin Carnes look.
Yeah. We can give each other looks now. When our special guest comes tomorrow, I'm not sure who's going to be giving all the looks, but
If he gives me one look, he's going through that table. I'm just telling you, that table right there will be shattered.
I think it's the other way around.
No.
Oh, yes. From what I
No.
understand previously and what I can relate to today,
This table's hard enough. He can go through that. I think he will.
I think it's going to be the other way around.
You think I'm going through that?
I do.
No, you
Just like the two Jagoffs promo that you tried to promote in your own episode instead of Lucas Carey's. That didn't end very well, did it, Austin?
See, I was just trying to say there's a new episode now on all platforms. I wanted to inform the audience. And then this bastard comes out of nowhere with a ski mask and whacks me in the back with a steel chair. Then he follows up by hitting me again with the chair, picking me up by my throat, and choke slamming me through a bunch of boxes that was conveniently placed on the other side of the yard. How dare he?
Speaking of the steel chair, I think that was trying to take down Steel City.
You think he was taking down Steel City?
I think he was trying to take down Steel City with that chair.
Ooh, it's like a hidden narrative is what you're
It
saying.
is. I think it was.
That son of a bitch. How dare he?
See what I mean?
How dare he?
Come to think of it, because I've watched the promo probably about 15 times. And as soon as he hits you with that steel chair, that's like a target to Steel City.
I see it now. I see. But where are the boxes coming? Was that just like for extra taste just to put me through it or
Yes.
satisfaction or?
We'll have to ask him about it, because Lucas will be joining us on the podcast tomorrow.
Yeah. Episode comes out Friday. We'll be recording
Episode
tomorrow.
comes out Friday. He'll
Yep.
be on the podcast tomorrow because we're taking over the radio show once again.
Yippee. Final radio show of the semester.
The Views did very well 2 weeks ago
They did okay.
because of new management. People like change,
People like change.
and people like change on this show.
I think we should change this. I think we should send you to New York and bring in our buddy from Little Italy, and he could be the new co-host of Steel City because he'll commute from New York City.
And that's okay. You know, you can't replace me.
You don't want to go stand outside and show TikTok videos to the people that's trying to eat a nice little pasta meal?
No,
Why not?
because that was once in a lifetime that I'm paying $25 for pasta.
It was some good pasta though. You can't even lie.
It's good.
Really good.
The olive oil on the bread was really good.
Oh yeah. I had a little toast. I don't really remember it, but it was nice.
We just gonna go back in the summer,
Yeah, we'll go visit our buddy.
get Lucas with us.
No,
That car ride will be like,
leave him here.
no. You can't leave the trio once it's out. Once the trio sticks, the trio always sticks together.
I don't need him third wheeling. Coming to New York City trying to hang out with my boy.
Oh, I think that would be awesome.
What, him interacting with the dude we met in Little Italy?
No, just the three of us in New York.
I mean, I guess we're probably going to get ourselves in trouble if there's the three of us.
Maybe one of us.
Who? Me? Why me?
You picked up on that quickly. I'm surprised.
Oh, because you're over there like...
Did I give you the look?
Yo, you didn't give me the look.
I gave you the look.
You did the look away where you're like, no, it wasn't me.
Well, I know how to behave.
Yes.
That was an odd laugh.
Didn't you spend like $20 on lottery tickets on the way here?
Oh, on the way here to this.
Yes.
To the meeting. Well, yes. I treated myself.
And how much did you win?
0.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting. One day I'm gonna scratch for 1,600,000.
And it's still not going to replace the money that you spent on lottery tickets.
Oh, it sure has, because I budget myself. I don't buy every day. I don't buy every day.
You could, though. You would if you could.
No.
No?
No.
Big go, though.
I only play once a week.
Yeah, because you call. That's right.
I do. But I do make money Tuesdays for that.
Which I'm not going to knock. At least you're making some profit off it. It's not like you're just going there and putting hundreds of dollars into B9.
Who would do such a thing? I don't know who would do that.
Yeah, gee, I wonder who.
He looks at me. Give me the Austin Carnes look.
The Austin
Why
Carnes
would
look.
you do that? Why would
It's
I wouldn't?
math.
Now I know how to budget and limit myself. I know if I'm not gonna if I'm not winning on tickets, after the first or second one, I know I'm going to have to scale down maybe by 5, by 3.
Yeah.
But the people that it's interesting, Austin, because for the lottery, I always do the mix up. I never buy tickets back to back. I always say that's bad luck. So when I do 20, I normally do 2 5s and a 10. I never do 4 5s or 2 10s, 1 20. There's some people at Bingo that when they're selling 2 different tickets, he goes, there's this guy, I know him, he goes, give me 3 and 3 or give me 2 and 1, 1 and 3. Does the method work? Sometimes. Not always.
Could work.
Could work, but not always. So maybe if I'm not winning on the lottery buying 2 5s, 1 10, maybe I have to buy 20. But that's really risking it. 2 10s.
Well, as Andy Reid once famously said, no risk it, no biscuit. So
Well, you've had some luck lately.
I have. I've bought a couple myself, and I hit pretty well. This mic better stay right here. Sorry, the mic's...
Are we going to give Lucas that mic tomorrow?
Yes, Lucas is getting
Oh,
the
then
yellow
you have
mic.
to come over here near me. That's even better.
I'm not going in that corner.
Why?
Sun's coming down from the window.
There's shades. There's blinds.
There, I guess.
There's no sun coming in. What are you talking about? I don't see no reflection. The only reflection you're seeing is right here.
Well, then I definitely don't want to be in that corner then. I definitely don't want to be in that
Well, then I'm going. Well, for everybody that's going to watch, we're going to throw everybody off because Lucas will be sitting right in this honorary chair of mine.
Yeah, you can keep him over there.
And I'm going over near Austin. So
Yeah.
you just know things are even going to get spicier.
If you act up, I'm gonna elbow you. If you don't keep acting up.
Crap. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I'm about to say. You're not in reaching distance.
I'm
right
not
now.
in reaching distance.
Unless I lunge over there, but right here I can just
Yeah, lunge over my ass.
I can just backhand you like that
You could.
if I really wanted to.
I didn't think about
I'm not going to because I like you, but if I wanted to, I could just bam. Probably kick you in the leg, play footsies like it's 5th grade. Like you never know.
You never know what's going to happen in tomorrow's episode.
I might get powerbombed through that table if I keep it up.
Oh, I told you that about 10 minutes ago.
Are you done?
Never. Why am I ever done? When are you done?
Well, I'm done actually right now because I'm done with a certain team that I wanted to ask you about real quick.
Oh.
Before we get into
Okay.
So,
What team do you want to, are you dying to know about?
the Steelers.
Why?
What are they doing?
Sitting on the sidelines like they're in timeout.
Well, the reason why I wanted to talk about it is the NFL draft's coming up, and I'm assuming me and you's going to do something.
What? NFL draft?
Yeah.
What? When? Where?
End of the month.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that's every year. I know it's coming to Pittsburgh next year, and we know that is going to be like bringing hundreds of thousands to downtown. And I don't know are we ready for that? I don't know if Pittsburgh is ready for that.
I think we are, but speaking aside from Pittsburgh for a sec, the NFL draft is coming up in a couple weeks. I'm assuming we're going to do some sort of episodes on it, probably covering it, maybe predicting stuff, recapping it, whatever. And something I've noticed is the Steelers are looking probably more for a rookie quarterback to draft. When will they draft it? That's still up in the air, but it's seemingly like all the meetings they're having is with quarterbacks. So I want to get your thoughts on it, Nick. Is there a quarterback in the draft that stands out to you right now for the Steelers? Or is there someone that you're like, you definitely want, you definitely don't want? I mean, it's pretty obvious that Cam Moore is probably going to go number 1 to the Titans. But outside of that, every other quarterback is undetermined on where they're going to go. So
True. I don't want to put any guesses out there because I just want to actually let the draft go as planned and then have my reaction on the other side. I don't want to give you my picks and then all of a sudden my picks shifted or the person that I wanted goes to another team. So I want to let it wait and play out because we still haven't heard from Aaron Rodgers. Steelers haven't heard from Aaron Rodgers.
has Aaron Rodgers heard from Aaron Rodgers?
I don't think so. I don't think he's heard from himself either.
He's probably sitting in a corner in like his darkness doing his little retreat thing that he does.
Well, you have to give the team
'Cause you know Aaron Rodgers.
right. You have to give. He's old. That's another concern. But this fact that Mason Rudolph has officially signed and is coming back to the Steelers, I don't think provides any hope, any clarity, any comfort. I don't even think the Steelers themselves, even with Aaron Rodgers, have any hope, clarity, comfort. They just don't. It's a season that literally it's the same thing every year. There's nothing else to say at this point. That okay, even if you do have a quarterback and you get some rookie quarterback from the NFL from the draft, does that mean they're going to be good? No. It's very hard to learn the Mike Tomlin playbook.
Okay, well, I just answered the question. Is there at least one quarterback that you are keeping an eye on as someone the Steelers could target? I'm not saying they should draft them. I'm just saying, like, out of everyone they've met with so far, is there someone that you're like, okay, I could possibly see this maybe working out?
No, because I don't really see any connections. I don't really see any hype around one person. And normally when you're looking into the draft and you're looking ahead, normally social media, especially Twitter, X, is always popping off who's going to be targeted by the Steelers. Nobody's really talking about anybody. And that's what concerns me, is when you're looking ahead into the draft, you really don't have a guy. I mean, I don't really either, but normally like the names are floating and then I start to do digging, but I'm not really digging because nobody's really talking about anybody. Are you looking at anybody at least?
I mean, I'm certainly looking at a Jackson Dart. I've been looking at him for a very long time because he has one cannon of an arm. He's explosive. He's a great leader. And he's had really good games throughout his collegiate career. My major concern with him is level of competition. I mean, yes, he was in an SEC school, but against SEC competition at times, we began to saw some of his flaws. We began to saw his struggles on third down. We began to saw some struggles in the red zone. And in all honesty, that's the last thing Pittsburgh really needs because they already have those struggles themselves. So that's number one. But he most certainly stands out as a guy that can improve once he gets to the pro level. Because I hate the term when people say, oh, this guy's not NFL ready yet. This guy's not. No one's NFL ready. It doesn't matter if you're the first pick in the draft or the last pick in the draft. Neither one of them are pro ready because they haven't played in the pros yet. Until you play in the pros, that's when you're going to figure out if you're pro ready or not. I mean, look at Brock Purdy. Did we expect Brock Purdy to be pro ready? We said no, he's going to go undrafted. Last pick in the draft, he took the Niners to the Super Bowl. How does that happen? But the point that I'm trying to make to you, Nick, is I get what you're saying with the quarterbacks, but another name that like has really stood out to me that I would love to see where he goes. I don't think he's going to do anything because I wasn't impressed with him in college, but apparently he interviews well. He had a good combine. He had a good pro day. Tyler Shaw from Louisville. I was pretty...
Louisville?
Yeah, Louisville. Where's Louisville at?
That's literally on the list as I'm looking right now. There's them, there's Jackson, there's Cal McCord.
Oh, God, not Kyle McCord.
That's according to at least Adam Schefter.
Well, Adam Schefter needs to take a chill pill or something. No. God, did you not see the Pitt game where he threw 6 interceptions, 3 of them being pick sixes?
I did.
3 pick sixes.
But I'm just saying.
I was there.
I'm just saying that's on the list because there's now a top 30 list tracker, and when you look, there's 4 quarterbacks, and we've named 3 of them. Cal McCord.
Give me the top 10. I want to review each of these quarterbacks real quick.
Well, they only list 4 on here.
All right, well, who's the 4?
You have Tyler from Louisville.
Okay.
That's according to Mike DeFabio. Jackson Dart from Ole Miss.
Yep.
That's from Mike DeFabio. Cal McCord from Syracuse. That's from Adam Schefter.
Don't you dare say Will Howard.
No, and it's I think he's from he's from Colorado. This is from Noah Strackenbein Sanders.
Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah. That's the 4 that they're listing.
I know, and the other 2 rumors is also Jalen Milroe and Will Howard from Alabama and Ohio State. Those are the 2 that is also being rumored, which I'll be honest, I don't think Milroe is pro ready. I don't think Dylan Gabriel is pro ready. I don't think Will Howard. I don't think Kyle McCord. I don't think Riley Leonard. None of these guys are pro ready. And again, I don't like using that term because no one's pro ready. But out of all these guys, they're all the least experienced. And I just don't see it happening. Cam Ward is a superstar. He's going to go do big things. Shedeur Sanders, his ability to extend plays and use his legs to create separation and to get the ball downfield and get in the scoring position, I got to give him credit where credit is due. Everybody else after that, though, is unproven.
It's interesting going through this list. This is a tracker, and it lists. This is from BehindTheSteelCurtain.com, so I'm not sure how accurate. Never even heard this site, but this is the Steelers 2025 NFL Draft Top 30 Visit Tracker, and they list, every time they have a pick, they list the reporter. Going through this list, it's very interesting. I only see Adam Schefter's name once.
Which is?
Cal McCord.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh, my God.
That's it.
That's it.
One time Adam Schefter's listed.
Wow. That's actually crazy.
All the other names are pretty much local from The Athletic, or not The Athletic. Yeah, the Athletic, New York Times, other ESPN, Brooke Pryor. Brooke her name's been listed. Nick Farabaugh from PA Penn Live.
So they really think Kyle McCord is going to do something in the pro level.
He's visited. He's visited with the Steelers. He's on the tracker.
That's a loud motorcycle.
Loud motorcycle. running back, they think Dylan Sampson from Tennessee could be coming.
I like Amario Hampton.
Yeah, he's on there via Nick Farabaugh.
I like him from UNC. Genty's just too high. Genty's probably going in the top 10.
Defensive line, they think maybe Elijah Roberts, SMU.
That's a big one.
Uh,
He's a big boy.
Darius Alexander.
He's also a big boy. Oh, yeah. Have you seen them?
I have not.
Look up their pro day. It's good.
Taller than you.
Way taller than me. They're like up here. I'm like,
Well, we know you have a very special interview next week, and that height comparison is the best.
the audience will soon know.
The audience will soon know. I can't reveal that, but I'm just telling you that height comparison is ready to watch for. That's what I'm most excited for.
Yeah, I'm going to have to like put like a step stool on this chair just to like be as high as him.
Well, yeah.
He's tall. I don't even know if he's going to be in frame. I'm going to have to adjust the camera.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking. He might not be.
I mean, he's going to be sitting so. And if he's kind of like slouched down a little
Well, that ain't, no. You have to, so when you're in an interview, you can't be slouching down. You have to sit up straight. You have to have the confidence.
Yeah, meanwhile in the Steel City, I'm just up here with my feet up on the table, just like relaxing.
Well, because Steel City's more relaxed. It's just the two of us. But like,
I don't know if I would say relaxed. You get on my nerves, so kind of.
Oh, yeah. Well, when we have our special guest, Lucas, tomorrow, we're surely not going to be slouching because it's our first major interview
I'm going to be
Steel
sleeping.
City.
You're going to put me to sleep.
Oh, you put me to sleep, but we
How
can
do I put you
bypass
to
that.
sleep? Okay.
Well, I'm just saying.
You knock it off over there.
Oh, I can't. Well, I can't reveal what's going to happen in tomorrow's episode because there's going to be a lot of good moving parts.
Moving parts.
There's going to be a lot of good sayings coming around.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Please save us.
And a lot of them are from Austin Carnes' favorite lines to say.
I don't have favorite lines to say.
Yes, you do. You say them repeatedly.
Oh, that's not true.
Are you sure?
I guess I'm
Half my text messages are your favorite lines.
like. Give me one.
Don't you start with me.
Well, yeah, I don't want you starting with me.
But you say that to me. You say that to Lucas. You say that to Kevin. The friends list just goes on.
Yeah, because you always want to start something.
No.
Yes, you're like a dramatic little girl in school, like always trying to start something over there.
No,
Always
that's
trying
you.
To poke fun at the bear.
No, that's Kevin and his scream.
Oh, Kevin and his scream. Oh my goodness, that right there.
Taking shots at Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin, you're not welcomed on.
No, Kevin is. Don't listen to him.
Why? Why do we have to have him here?
We'll have Nick Brown carries then for Steel City.
Nick Brown carries.
Yes.
Nick Brown carries. Do you think Bernie would approve?
Yeah.
My man Bernie?
Bernie would be approving.
I want him as a guest.
On Steel City.
I love Bernie.
Well, we can reach out and say, Bernie, we would love to have you on Steel City, but just don't come in a suit.
I mean, I can come in a suit. I don't mind.
No, that's just too formal.
And all three of us will look like Secret Service agents. Why not?
Well, Lucas certainly is a Secret Service agent, especially with that.
Lucas don't even own a suit.
Yeah, that's not true. When he had his exit interview,
It wasn't a suit.
part of a suit. You don't need a
It
whole.
was khakis and a collared shirt.
Okay, but without the jacket. But you could also make the argument that
It was khakis, not dress pants.
you could say khakis or dress pants.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, but like, he was not in a suit. Even if you put a sports jacket over, he's still in a suit.
Lucas, do not listen to him.
Lucas don't have fashion style.
Oh, that is not true.
No, he will be the first to admit that to you because all he wears is hoodie and shorts or hoodie and sweats. That's all he wears.
That's today's fashion.
I guess. No, today's fashion is wearing pajamas, apparently.
That is true.
Apparently wearing pajamas is today, which is crazy to me, by the way. I don't know how you can wear pajamas in public. Like, could you imagine me walking around New York City with my little ducky PJs on? Absolutely
I
not.
knew he was going with that in them ducky PJs.
I was just wearing them last night.
Quack, 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 quack.
Quack, quack.
But I'm just saying, today's fashion,
is awful.
it is awful.
And then the people got like the cauliflower hair. You know what I'm talking about? Like they got like the weird curly hair. Like I can't say it on Steel City because it's not PG what I really want to say what it looks like. But like it looks like a cabbage. Like they got cabbage heads.
I'm not commenting on that.
Well, it's true. Like it's okay with like having messy hairstyle, but they let it like grow out into like this awful mullet, and it's like, oh.
Speaking of that, I need a haircut.
I need a haircut too. That's why I'm wearing a hat. But
I don't care what my hair looks like at this point, but
well, I mean, yours like you can at least take care of it. Like
floofy.
these guys, they just like throw it up and then it's all tangled and knotty and like I don't know how people do that.
you think I do my hair in the morning?
I don't know how girls find that attractive. Like it looks like a
Oh,
mop.
I don't either.
Looks like a mop on their head. like a used mop.
We should ask your sister. She surely could have.
Yeah, she's a cosmetologist. She's getting into cosmetology.
She really should have an opinion on this. Would love to get her thoughts.
I seen this dude. I was trying to think. He was walking. Oh, what was it? He was walking through the halls. It was here actually. I'm not going to say names.
Here.
It was here. And this dude had long curly hair, but it was so long and so unkept that it was hanging down over his forehead, covering his eyes. He's walking down the hallways like Eeyore, and I'm like, how do you see?
Eeyore?
Yeah, from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he said,
Yeah.
So I'm like, how can you see with that covering
Did
your
you
eyes?
ask him?
I wanted to, but
You didn't want to get thrown in the table, but I understand.
I don't think he would have been able to see me, put me through the table with all that hair in his face.
No, I don't either. I have to keep mine short because I'm hot stuff. And especially in the summer, I just start sweating. And normally it comes from my head because of all that hair.
Could you imagine if Prince Charming had that cauliflower hair?
Prince Charming.
I'm just saying, let's be honest for a second.
Well, I surely ain't voting for anybody who's for Prince with that kind of head of hair.
Who was the dude that saved Rapunzel? What was his name? That wasn't Prince Charming.
But I don't remember. I'm not Cinderella. I should know this.
No, I'm just saying, like, could you imagine?
Well, I don't know. Maybe that was, sure, because that was back in their times.
I'm just saying, imagine you're Rapunzel and you're up in that tower and you're trapped, okay? And you need to be rescued. You know, the guy,
Yeah.
Prince comes and rescue you. And you see some prince galloping up a hill on a horse with this long, poofy cabbage hair on his head. If I'm Rapunzel, I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to stay up here. It's actually not as bad as I was saying.
Why? Rapunzel has long hair.
Yeah, but it's actually taken care of. She takes care of her long hair. It's okay. Good. It's okay to have long hair, but not that cabbage curly. No, absolutely not.
Cabbage curly.
Yes. Looks like a bunch of stale curly fries in someone's head. It's nasty.
I can't.
I'm just saying, imagine Romeo and Juliet, right? Juliet's sitting there in her dad's mansion, and then Romeo comes up with that hair. Like, oh no. I'll be like, Romeo, go elsewhere, Romeo. That's what I'd say.
That's today's style. I don't think
And it's awful.
I don't think. Well,
See, I've never had a chance to talk about this on any of my shows, and I'm so glad I get to do it here with you today. Get rid of the cabbage hair. It doesn't look good. And most importantly, I think you can agree with me at least on this, Nick. If I'm an employer for like a serious business and I see some guy coming in here with this awful mullet looking like a wannabe Eddie Guerrero, I'm going to say, door's right there, pal.
I mean, that is true. Honestly, there's a lot of business, like us sitting at anchoring the news. You can't have that kind of head of hair.
Absolutely not.
We'll be in suits every morning.
Absolutely not. They're going to be like, oh my God, the oak tree is reporting with the crash that happened on I-79.
The oak tree. Honestly, though.
Yeah.
But the question is, too, because we're in downtown every day and we're near PNC and all the bankers, do you think suits are the way to go?
Absolutely. I love suits.
I bring that question up because I don't know if you've noticed, but I've noticed this trend that ever since COVID, a lot of the local news stations here in Pittsburgh, a lot of the reporters, male reporters, have done away without suits. They've gone with the collared shirts. And so I bring that question up. Where do we go from here now? It's sitting at the anchor desk. Do we have to bring in suits every morning? Could we tell the news sitting at the anchor desk in a collared shirt? Where do we go from here?
I feel like it determines on the circumstance of what the news broadcast is. So, like, if I'm actually sitting in studio, I believe it should always be a suit. Now, I'm not saying you always have to sit there, suit and tie, jacket button and everything. Like, yeah, maybe do it without the tie one day. Maybe do without the sports
Summer
jacket.
Fridays.
Yeah, exactly.
No tie.
No tie. But if you're going to be reporting on something, like, if it's torrential downpour and you're reporting on a flood that's happening down the road, like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with a collared shirt and a jacket and like a rain jacket over top of it. I don't see a problem there. Or if you're reporting on something like if you're traveling and you just have like a sports coat and like a collared shirt on underneath, I think that's totally acceptable, even in khakis. But if you're in studio and you're like live on air, no, I think suit is the way to go. But I get where you're coming from. I see a lot of people doing the collared shirt now, which kind of surprises me. I don't think I would ever do that. Like, could you imagine like you're watching like the local news and they're reporting on something and you just see them sitting there looking like your professor? Like, I don't know.
I would maybe do that maybe for like Talk Pittsburgh or PTL.
That's different, yeah.
That's different.
But like CBS or MSNBC, like,
true.
No, put a suit on.
Maybe Summer Fridays, you just come in with the suit jacket, the shirt, and no tie.
Yeah, that's cool.
Certainly, CNBC anchor David Faber does that, and you know he's off Summer Fridays mostly because he comes in Thursday without the tie, and that kind of gives a hint. So are you kind of hinting to the audience, well, I'm off the next day, and who in the hell cares what I look like?
Yeah.
Is that today's fashion? Are we just going to hint to people, I'm off work tomorrow, it's Summer Fridays?
I don't know, and I don't want to take shots at people either because I already went on a whole rant about dudes' hairs. But like,
honestly, I like David. I like David's fashion. I like that. Like no tie, no Summer Friday ties. Why don't you just make every Friday no tie?
I just feel like today's fashion is showing off too much skin.
Oh, it is.
Way too much skin. Like
Pajamas, going to school, because there's a lot of public schools that they don't have a dress code, and
my sister and a lot of her friends like have like the cutoff T-shirt.
I don't think that's attractive either. Honestly,
You said it, not me, my friend.
well, I'm just saying, like, how can you go to a business? How can you represent something, someone? I just don't see how that's attractive.
I'm sorry if I'm interviewing you and I see your damn belly button, you're not getting the job. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You're not getting the job.
Or the tattoos all over, like.
And piercings is fine depending on where it's at. Like if you have like your ears pierced,
Right.
like okay, that's cool, whatever. Even like the extended ones, I get it. But
Nose pierce?
you come here with a whole bull ring around your nose. I don't know about that. Like I'm gonna have to get a lasso and, like
Lucas will give you a lasso.
that. That could be taken so many different ways.
Well, it's a shot at Steel City. Certainly with that promo, going back to that promo. We'll have to confront him tomorrow on that.
Yeah, we do. I want to change gears if that's okay with you.
Yes, because
Yes.
I don't even know what the hell we're talking about, but this is what Steel City is.
This is what Steel City is all about. Well, I think this is a great time to do this because technically this is going to be one of our last few episodes of the semester. And with us having a very special guest, Lucas, come
Yes.
on, and then with us also not knowing how these next couple weeks are going to go with finals and summer coming up, I just want to get your overall thoughts on your first year. You're a freshman, so you have officially completed 2 semesters here. I transferred in last semester, so I also completed 1 full year here at Point Park University. Just give me your quick thoughts on it. I'll give you some of mine, then we can talk about our time at Point Park so far. What has your experience been like here?
I honestly loved it. It went very fast. Met so many new people. According to the person sitting to my right, honestly, I thought the commute was easy. Everybody's saying, oh, being a commuter student is challenging. I mean, sometimes it is, but honestly, I love it. I'm not going to stay on campus. Why should I if I live so close like you do?
Yeah.
Classes so far were good. Gives me a really good perspective on the broadcasting industry, given I'm in the broadcasting core school at COM. 4.0 GPA. It's always good to keep grades up and do better than you were in high school, certainly. But also it reaffirms my academic ability and where I'm going to potentially go, because the better the grades, the better the job and stuff. But of course I have to shout out Bernie Ankney.
Yeah,
I had Bernie last semester, really good dean of School of Com. I don't know. Bernie kind of really set the tone for how Point Park was going to go, and School of Com, that we have all the opportunities. Radio, UView, the Globe, whichever route you want to go. They have the opportunity, and this is probably the perfect school for broadcasting.
100% agreeing. I'm more of sports comms, so like
But you're still in the broadcasting industry.
Still in the broadcasting industry, and like to add on to what you're saying, also the ability to call and work so many different athletics is so cool. Like whether you're taking pictures, whether you're working Scorebug or computer, camera, or even actually being on play-by-play or Keller, it's just such a cool experience. And being able to work with all students too. It's all student ran. That's the thing that I find this to be so cool. Like, yeah, there's people overseeing everything, but they don't have a say in it. It's all student run. UView has student presidents, student leaders, student directors, the Globe, WPPJ, the Athletics, Sports Comm Club. It's all student ran. And I think that is such a cool thing to have here because it teaches the students leadership skills, communication skills, how to work effectively with a team, and most importantly, how to better ready themselves for their future careers and their future aspirations. So that's number one. Number two, the classes have been good. They've had some rocky moments. I'm not going to name names, but there's been some classes that's been a bit iffy and a bit suspect. But overall, I feel like I'm getting a good education. I do feel like I'm getting my money's worth. I do feel like the stuff that I'm learning is valuable and can be utilized for my future career. But to add on to what you're saying in conclusion is I love it here at Point Park. I'm so glad I'm going to be here for another year. I'm so glad I got to meet people like yourself.
Another year? What? You're leaving after next year?
Well, I'm getting my bachelor's degree, but
aren't you going to pursue?
I am considering pursuing a master's degree. That's something me and Nick actually talked about on camera.
That means he's here for 2 more years. And
that's not confirmed. If the job is there and the money's not, I'm going to take my bachelor's and go home. But I
just can't leave me hanging.
Oh, you'll have Lucas. You'll be fine.
What?
But
that's not how that goes. No.
But no, I'm going to definitely get a bachelor's next spring if all goes according to plan. if all goes according to plan.
That's the key part.
That's the key part. And then Masters, if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. But I love it here at Point Park University. I love Bernie. Bernie's amazing.
Bernie.
So many great professors, so many great faculty members, except for a few. Some of them can be jagoffs. I'm not going to lie. I'll say it. I know you're not going to, but some of them can be.
What do you mean I'm not going to? I could.
Well, it's the truth. I mean, like, not everyone's going to be friendly. You can't always have friends in every career. There's always going to be at least that one or two people that you just like, ugh.
True. And you never know. Our paths may eventually cross. I don't know what you're looking at when you graduate.
Always be professional, though. That's my advice. Like, always be professional. Always be your true, authentic self. Because if you're... I can't stand people that put on, like, a fake persona when the camera's rolling or when you're in a business meeting or at a job, and then as soon as you get in your car, it just clicks that you're yourself. Like, no, be yourself all the time. Like, yeah, it can get you in trouble sometimes because it's a little too honest. Like, the way I'm talking right now to you on camera, Nick, is the exact same way I'm going to talk to you when we turn this off.
I can confirm that.
Yep. I'm going to talk to you the exact same way. I'm going to talk to the audience the exact same way. But I feel like that's what makes someone their true, authentic self. And
Yes.
that's what's going to take them far.
And using LinkedIn in the field. There's some people in the broadcasting field that literally are higher up that I saw on a reporter's LinkedIn, someone from Bloomberg. I don't read my LinkedIn. I don't accept connections. I don't use it. Okay. Well, then why is that even in your bio? Why'd you create even a LinkedIn profile?
Yeah, what's the point?
What's the point? LinkedIn is a very valuable source. Walks you through connections, building connections, your resume, practically your job summary. It's a vital tool in every industry, but especially communications, because I guarantee you when a company wants to hire you, they want to see where you came from and what kind of scoops you can get. How can you make their company better than this company?
Of course. Of course. I feel like to end this off, we should just maybe tell one story each real quick. Give me your favorite moment at Point Park University so far. I'm going to eliminate the New York trip because I know New York was amazing for us. So without including the New York trip, because we've already talked about that a dozen times, give me your favorite moment from Point Park. I'll give you mine, and that could be a conclusion for today.
I think it was when us two connected last semester, first time. We didn't really know each other. I always wanted to talk sports, and I always asked Austin every morning because you would always have a different hat on. You'd have a different shirt. And so we'd start inquiring about it. And then
I'm with all Bulls today, by the way.
He was on all Bulls today, but I think it was one of the weeks we used to sit in the dark in the room.
That's sad. With Michael.
And Austin would come in and I would always say, hey. And then we always just started getting into sports. I would make a comment. Austin would agree a little bit, give a little pushback. And after how many weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, I said, why not start, let's start Steel City. Let's start something to create our brand. And that's when it all took off with you. You were probably one of the first people that I met besides Bree, because Bree was also in that class. But you were one of the first people that I met, and look where we've came since week 1 in my freshman year, your junior year transferring in. And look where we are now, 13 episodes in. We're building the brand. I get to take over your own radio show. We get to have guests. There's always a start and there's always an end, and the end's nowhere near. We're just starting.
The end might end up with me putting you through the table if you talk about taking over a radio show again.
Not me.
Yeah,
Never.
You.
Never.
You. I'm going to package pile drive you if you keep it up.
You can't reach. You're like
you're
corded over here.
Too far away.
Because once you move, I move one way, the cord's going to come out and we'll have a mess
and
of
then this mic's going to start spinning and going up and down.
But I think one of my favorite moments was connecting with you and starting this podcast.
I appreciate that. No, I fully agree with you, but I don't want to take yours and run with it. So outside of obviously meeting you and meeting Bree, meeting so many great people here, I mean, I feel like the best moment that I've had at Point Park so far, and I said it last year and I'll say it again, Youngstown State University, being able to call that game, a Division I basketball game. I was honored to do so. There was clips of me even on ESPN Plus just on the sideline and stuff.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me.
Well, you didn't look at my Facebook card.
I mean, I didn't look. I look at your Facebook a lot because you post a lot.
I do post
coming
a lot.
about the weekly content, when your radio show is going to happen, who's running the radio show.
No, unfortunately. But
I'm just saying, but to make it on ESPN Plus, that's a big achievement, and you really should be clipping that and putting that into the portfolio.
Yeah, exactly. So ESPN Plus, being able to be on MEC Radio, Carlo Sports Network. Carlo actually paid me my first ever games to do broadcasting, which I thought was amazing. I never thought I'd get paid this young already. I mean, it was not much, but it's still something. You're getting paid for it. the internships, the opportunities, being able to do IWC wrestling. There's so many different stuff, but the Youngstown State game stands out to me because it was me and Connor Howard. We traveled with Tiana, Tyler, and the rest of the crew all the way to Youngstown State. We stopped at Chipotle on the way home, which I love, by the way. And it was just such a great experience. Sitting at that broadcast, it's actually the background photo on my Facebook page, me sitting at the table.
Is it? That is right.
With Connor and Tyler. And I have those pictures posted all over the place. So that probably was my favorite experience and moment so far. I really love Angelo's class too. Angelo Gargaro.
The podcasting class?
Podcasting. Oh my gosh, what a great guy. You're definitely going to have to take him over the next couple of years.
I'm taking it next semester.
Oh, you're going to love
Fridays,
it. That's right.
9 to noon.
You're going to love it, Nick.
Angelo's on a Friday? Angelo better be making it worth it on a Friday. Honestly, sorry, Angelo, but I have to say it on a Friday. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Couldn't make it Tuesday, Thursday, 12:50 to
Oh, you complain a lot over there. It's Angelo. You'll be fine.
Or 11:20 to 12:50.
It won't even feel like class. It's just going to feel like a room full of students talking sports.
Oh, great.
So you're going to hear a lot of Steelers opinions with their Yinzer takes.
Can I take the Yinzers down?
I mean, you can.
Do you?
I have a chair you can borrow.
Oh, the steel chair.
The steel chair. The Steel City steel chair.
Yeah, the Steels. I can't believe that. Taking shots at Steel City. Maybe that's not the intent. Maybe I'm just looking too deep into it.
I think you might be.
No, I don't know, because you agreed with it earlier. Now you're trying to walk back them comments.
Well, no, I got hit with the chair. Nick, what am I supposed to say?
You're the one that bought the chair. You're the one that bought the chair.
Okay, I did buy the chair.
I didn't tell you to buy a Steel City chair.
I didn't buy a Steel City chair. I just bought a steel chair. A black steel chair from Walmart. It was $13. Pittsburgh really came out there. My goodness.
You bought the steel chair and you got hit with it.
Twice.
That's even the best part. With the ski mask.
And the conveniently placed boxes on the right side of the backyard. I don't know where they came from. They just appeared.
You didn't set them there?
No,
you didn't set that up?
Not at all. He didn't either. I didn't even know Lucas was there. I thought it was just me in the yard. Me and the cameraman. I'm just sitting there. Hey, guys, 2 Jagoffs coming out now. And then, bam! I fall to my back. Oh. Like David and Goliath. Oh.
When you say bam.
Bam.
I think because you didn't actually portray and execute what was happening. What episode are we talking about?
What do you mean?
I think it was Lucas Carey's. I think you were just trying to shy away from that.
No.
And it didn't work.
He ran away, actually. So I had to promote the episode because he's useless. And then he comes out of nowhere and hits me with the chair that I bought, by the way. It was my $13 I'm not getting back. There's dents all in it now from my back. And it's covered in grass from it laying on the ground after he abused me with it.
Well, I don't know. The whole promo was just, were just trying to promote 2 Jagoffs, but you never mentioned it was Lucas Carey's. This was the second.
Yeah, because he hit me with a chair before I could have.
No,
he hit me with a chair.
No,
Nick.
you weren't even going there with it. I could even tell that Lucas Carey's wasn't even in your mind before you even got hit with the chair.
Hit me with a chair? What you mean?
What you mean? What I mean?
You know what I mean. I got hit with a chair.
You did, but you never mentioned Lucas Carey's before then.
Lucas Carey's. Oh, and then he goes, Lucas Carey's out now on all episodes. So funny.
On all episodes. I see how you hinted there. Are you trying to take fire to him now? Do you really want to be alive tomorrow when we do this episode?
I don't think I'm going to make it to the radio show.
Well, it's okay. New management is here. We got you covered.
Yeah, you guys probably couldn't even tell which button to go live with.
That's not true.
You're smiling because you know it's...
No, it's not. You read and you look at the thing.
As Kurt Angle once famously said...
Where are you getting all these quotes from? Andy Reid, Kurt Angle.
No, as Kurt Angle once famously said, oh, it's true. It's damn true. You know it's true.
No.
I'm filled with quotes. I'm like a book of quotes.
Austin Carnes, book of quotes.
Book of quotes. I have the looks and the books.
Austin, are we going to make a book? Are we going to write about the Austin Carnes looks in the book?
The Austin Carnes looks in the book, yeah. The Austin Carnes quotes and looks in the books.
I don't know.
Dr. Seuss ain't got nothing on me.
Oh, well, we'll have to get more opinions tomorrow when Lucas joins us, because I think that's going to be the highlight. That's when the viewership is going to go up, because he has so much following from...
Maybe the viewership will go up when I hit him in the face with a plate of green eggs and ham for hitting me with a chair. I think that's good payback.
Why should you pay? No, well, because I think he had some... I think he could justify why he hit you with the chair.
It was not justified. He assaulted me with a chair, Nick.
I think it was justified because you tried to carry away without Lucas Carey's. You tried to steer away from that and just focus on 2 Jagoffs itself. You don't
Not
believe
true.
that. Well, we're going to hear from the man, the myth, the legend himself tomorrow.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Lucas Coons will be on the podcast.
Will he be in a ski mask? I'm curious and wondering.
He probably will be.
I'm just wondering.
He might have the chair with him too. Who knows?
The famous. Now it's the famous, because how many times has the episode been viewed on at least TikTok, YouTube, and
I think we're nearing on 3,000.
exactly the famous chair that has gotten over 3,000 views, more than probably than this episode will probably ever get. But the famous chair might make an appearance. We know the famous ski mask dude will tomorrow.
Oh, it will. That famous ski mask of his.
Where am I going to be sitting? Nobody knows.
You can sit over there in the corner.
No,
Yes.
That's where you're going.
Well, it'll be better over there away from him.
Why? So you don't get hit with the chair?
Yes!
Well, look, there's many other chairs he can hit you here with. So
Yeah, these ones all at least padded. That was actual steel.
I'm not the one that bought it with $13.
Yeah, I bought it because it was like a nice piece of furniture. You're nice. So, it was a nice piece of furniture I wanted to put on display. And then, nope, it just
You could have put some padding on it.
could have put some padding on it.
He really patted it with you that back. He did.
Let me just ask you before we end this on. What did you actually think of that chair shot? Like when you were watching the video, like what was your reaction to it?
Oh, I loved it. I laughed out loud. I think I watched it here on campus and I started laughing. I did, honestly, and I think I texted you that. I just laughed out loud. I wasn't even worried at all. I was just, all of a
You
sudden.
were worried about me.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm watching the video and all of a sudden there's a guy in the ski mask that comes up and just whacks. And I could hear the sound too. I could hear that crack.
Because he cracked me in the back. It was loud.
That's the funniest, I think, promo I've ever seen. That America's Funniest Videos needs to have that video.
Yeah, and then he kicks me while I'm on the ground too. I forgot about that. He kicks me on the ground.
Well, you almost went flying. That's the other part.
What do you mean? Oh,
When he picked you up.
oh yeah, he yanked me.
He did
He
yank
grabbed me
you.
by my shirt and yanked me off the ground.
Now even Austin says that I'm not safe from that, but time will tell.
Time will tell.
I think I'm safe.
Well, we're gonna have to find out this week.
Shit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
That's a scary end off. We're going to have to find out this week.
we have to find out this week. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the first episode of our double header this week.
It is.
2 episodes planned. Today's episode was our little just end of the year recap. That's why I think we
End of the year. I can't believe it, though. 4
end
days.
of the year recap.
4 days.
We'll call it end of the semester recap.
I'm not even counting Friday.
I'm not either. And then this Friday, there'll be a brand new episode with the man, the myth, the legend, who we talked about for the past 40 minutes. Lucas Coons will be sitting right here at Point Park's Media Hub for Steel City.
Where is the question? Over there?
That is something we would talk about off camera. But
What?
Nick, do you have any final words for our listeners before we let them on out of here?
I can't believe the year's almost over. Where are we going to go from here? Where's this podcast going to go?
Only time will tell.
Time will, oh boy. Is the Media Hub, and we're going to be here in the summer, but is this the place we want to be in the summer, spending our summers? Or do we want to take the Steel City on the road?
Again.
On the
How
road.
about you guys leave a comment down below and you guys let us know where you want us to go?
Carnegie.
Not Carnegie. Okay.
Carnegie, New Ken, Ross Park Mall. We can certainly do an episode in the middle there.
Probably. Could probably get an episode somewhere there.
Florida.
Florida. Well, or even maybe even New York with our buddy. Who knows?
Or
But
at the concerts that we're going to.
oh gosh, now, that's a whole different topic for a different day.
We're throwing everything mumbo
Yeah,
jumbo.
we're just throwing them all out there.
But that's okay.
But ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or follow us if you're listening on Spotify. Do whatever you so please. Until next time on Steel City with Lucas Coons. See you in the next one.